What's up, guys, and welcome to the July 2017 Star Wars News Update, where Elliot from Battlefront Updates and I break down all the major news stories from the past month. It's been pretty busy thanks to D23 and Comic-Con, so let's get to it. Dave Filoni has been torturing fans of Star Wars Rebels by tweeting out images and descriptions of scenes that were not revealed in Seasons 2 and 3 of the show. The most significant was a conversation between Ahsoka and the Bendu prior to her journey to Malachor. He calls her a former Jedi Knight and hints at her death, but also something more. A second image was between Kanan and Ahsoka, which revealed that they knew each other before the Clone Wars ended. Speaking of tweets, Ron Howard has been doing a lot of that himself, showing us behind-the-scenes moments from directing the Han Solo film. I wouldn't be surprised if this was at Lucasfilm's request, just to show us that everything is going well despite all the drama. But I'll admit, it's working for me. I like seeing fleeting glances of Chewie and Lando, and my hope for the film is returning. Sticking with Han Solo news, it was announced that John Powell will be scoring the film. He's an Academy Award-nominated composer for How to Train Your Dragon, which does include some really great music. I'll be honest, I didn't know the name when they first mentioned him, but I have no problem with the choice. In casting news, Spencer Wilding, who played Darth Vader in Rogue One, will be in the Han Solo film. People are freaking out like that's confirmation that Vader will be in the movie, but everybody calm down. He could be playing literally any large, imposing character, and he has done so before. And finally, Warwick Davis is also appearing in the film. For some reason I thought we already knew that, but just in case, I'll mention it. Either way, it was awesome to see Ron Howard talk about directing Warwick for the first time since Willow, and Willow is undeniably awesome. D23 was this past month, and we didn't get much in the way of new movie news, unfortunately, but we did get a new behind-the-scenes reel for The Last Jedi, as well as some new posters. Most of the news was surrounding the upcoming theme parks at Disneyland and Disney World, which will be called Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Disney World specifically will have a Star Wars hotel where every guest will get their own storyline, and there will be rides where guest choices can affect what happens throughout the park. It sounds totally awesome, and the model alone looked very impressive. The Star Wars show revealed our first look at Kylo Ren's TIE fighter called the TIE Silencer. They didn't tell us much about it other than show it off, but it looks like a larger, sharper TIE Interceptor. San Diego Comic-Con mostly showed off some new books and comics that we'll be getting in the coming months. The Thrawn novel will get its own adaptation. That's cool and all, but I wish it were a new original Thrawn story. Jason Fry will be writing the Last Jedi novelization, which is great news. Jason has written lots of great things for Star Wars already. We'll also be getting a collection of short stories surrounding Canto Bight, which I love. Those collections really bring me back to my childhood of reading Tales from Jabba's Palace and the like. We'll also be getting a story about COBALT Squadron that looks like it'll be about Rose and her sister Paige. And of course, we'll be getting the releases we're used to seeing with new Star Wars films. A visual dictionary by Pablo Hidalgo, The Art of the Last Jedi, incredible cross-sections, and, most importantly, Chewie and the Porgs.
New band name, I call it.
And now it's time to throw things over to Elliot, who will tell us all about gaming news.
Starting off, the Battlefront 2 Inferno Squad novel was released in July, and this gives us the entire backstory for the Battlefront 2 campaign by letting us see the formation of the Inferno Squad as well as follow along on their first couple of missions. The biggest news regarding Battlefront 2 this month was the behind-the-scenes trailer that was released at D23. It mostly included behind-the-scenes footage, obviously, but it also included a first glimpse of campaign gameplay as well as a couple of new cinematic shots from the campaign and some new concept art. And they also announced that the next big reveal for the game will be at Gamescom, and they will be hosting a live stream on August 21st, which will most likely be where they will have all the reveals for the game, and they've also said that Starfighter Assault will be the main focus of Gamescom, and Starfighter Assault is the space battles of Battlefront 2. They've also given us some details regarding the beta for Battlefront 2. It will be available for everyone on all platforms between October 6th to 9th, and if you pre-order the game, you will get 2 days early access. And wrapping up July's gaming news, I just wanted to show you this new epic shot of Rey with her blue lightsaber.
Thanks, Elliot. If you want to keep even more up to date with Star Wars gaming news, Battlefront Updates is the perfect place for it. But we're done with news from July, so the news roundup will return in September to cover everything that happens in August. Until then, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and consider checking out my Patreon page. As always, thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.